All right, guys, so today we're going to talk about the Warrior Monk Specialization. Every time you get one of the classes up to level 20, you get the ability to specialize that class into one of three specific specializations that give you three different styles of gameplay. And we're going to talk about all three kinds of styles. We're going to talk about how to utilize each style and in what situations each style is the best, and really try to help you guys understand which is going to be the best style for you, and show you guys which one I took for myself, and just how to make the most of this particular option for the Warrior Monk class. All right, guys. So if you love the videos that we're doing here and you want to support the Vash Core, please use our skins. We got lots of skins inside the game. All of our custom skins for the Vash Core, our black and red army. And if you like these skins and you want to support what we're doing here, then please purchase one of the skins, and it really helps us out. So thank you so much. All right, so let's get right into it. The Warrior Monk is a really cool class. It is a melee healer class. It is one of the epic units. It's purple rarity, and it is one of the three purple classes in the game currently that has the ability to perform a hybrid role. And he's kind of like a melee combat healer. So the three different perk specializations we have for the Warrior Monk class is the Grand Warrior Monk, the Mighty Warrior Monk, and the Martyr Warrior Monk. So we're going to talk about the Grand Warrior Monk first. The first specialization is a combat support unit that heals nearby allies over a large area while fighting. So basically, the advantage of the Grand Warrior Monk is that he heals a larger area, so more units are going to get healed while fighting in his presence. This is pretty neat ability. The area of effect that this character has is pretty limited, and he periodically will heal, and this just makes it so that it'll cover much more of the front line when you're actually fighting in combat, making this unit, quite a bit better. This is pretty much good for anybody at all. Anyone who's using the Grand, the Warrior Monk is going to get a lot of benefit from having this extra area of effect for the heals. It's going to just have a much larger impact on the battle. So it's not really specific to any type of player. It's just across the board. It's very powerful. The Mighty Warrior Monk is a combat support unit that heals nearby allies while fighting and deals 40% extra damage to armored units. So this is kind of interesting because it kind of turns him into an anti-tank killer. But something you need to realize also is that these units have a tendency to kind of lag behind their team, and you don't really want them to be on the front line. So for me personally, I actually think this is a pretty weak stance. Having extra power against tanks, which are typically going to be frontline enemies. This is not somebody you really want on the front line fighting right in the thick of it, getting confronted by tanks. So for me personally, I think of the three options, I think this one is probably the weakest. But it's still good because you're doing bonus damage against a unit type. So yeah, I'm not going to judge people too harshly if they take this one because it is still very powerful. Anytime you have a bonus damage against another type of unit, it puts you, at a pretty significant advantage. Compare that to the Grand Warrior Monk, where you have a large healing radius. Instead, you just have a more effective killer, and you still heal, and he's still going to be on the front line, so he's still going to heal everyone around him. So it's okay. It's good. It's a solid ability. The Martyr Warrior Monk is a combat support unit that heals nearby allies while fighting and heals nearby allies upon his death. Now, for me personally, this one is, I think, complete garbage. I don't like heal on death mechanics, especially since he's supposed to be, typically not on the front line, not taking direct damage. So by the time he dies, your front line's already dead, and you're not going to get a huge amount of value out of this ability. I just don't think that heal on death mechanics for any class are really a very good thing. I just don't. I don't like it. I don't like martyr style. I wouldn't mind if he had an offensive tool where you die and you do damage, you explode, doing damage to everybody around you, but healing everyone around you is just wildly inconsistent over whether or not it's going to have any impact on the battlefield or not. It's a very, very RNG based ability. And for me, it really comes down to the Grand Warrior and the Mighty Warrior. Whether you want to, solidify your guy as a backline support character that pushes forward and heals everybody as he's moving, and also has ability to be a combat force at the same time, or whether you just want your combat warrior, basically just an extra hard hitter that also heals enemies, your allies around him. So I think both are really, really good. I think the Martyr is by far the weakest, and the advantage to the Mighty Warrior, and the reason that I'm going to take the Mighty Warrior Monk personally, is because as a streamer, all of my units are really, really large. They're big, and they have the ability to attack over top of their allies. So this can actually make it so that as an epic heroic unit, the Mighty Warrior Monk can actually get consistent access to hitting frontline tanks while also simultaneously not being in immediate danger. So for me personally, the Mighty Warrior Monk is by far the most powerful of these three. If you were using small units, it would go either way. Either you want to be more of a healer that heals a larger area, or you can be more offensive so that when you do fight, you're actually doing some significant damage. So for me personally, I'm going to go with the Mighty Warrior Monk and focus largely on having that extra damage and crushing tanks on the front line, and also still being able to heal your team, take some hits, and really just be a versatile, highly effective unit that has no real major disadvantages. As a support unit, the only thing that you really have to worry about is like assassins coming after you, and since you're right in the thick of the battle, it's unlikely that assassins are going to be able to get in on you without getting hit and killed by the huge amount of units that are going to be around you, because as an archer, you can be pretty isolated, and assassins can come around the outside and pick you off without having a lot of support to save them, besides other archers, which can't really affect assassins very much. Whereas the Mighty Warrior Monk, he is in the middle of the cluster, so if anything tries to get in and attack him, they're basically walking into a cluster and are just going to get deleted instantly. So very, very, very effective, super offensive, just a terror offensively and defensively and positionally and armor value. So all in all, the Mighty Warrior Monk just makes for a fearsome, fearsome opponent on the battlefield. So either way, ignore the Martyr. I think the Martyr's trash. The Grand Warrior is awesome. And the Mighty Warrior, especially for people who want to use him as a epic heroic unit, are going to find this guy extremely, extremely dangerous. So that's going to be my pick, the Mighty Warrior Monk. And hopefully you guys can pick the one that is right for you. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up. It really, really helps out the channel. Ring that little bell for notifications. And I look forward to seeing your comments down below. Let me know if this video helped you out. Let me know if I missed anything or if you have any ideas. And I will definitely talk to you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for being a part of the Vash Corps and helping this channel grow. I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, yeah!